Hello, welcome to Brockwell Lane. This is part 2 of my new layout build in the third lockdown. Hasn't got a name yet, but this is what I've been doing this week. So what I'm doing here is applying the static grass, which is a mix of sort of light colours. I've got my static grass applicator. I'm putting that over PVA. But what I'm doing is also adding a little bit of this play sand. This is children's play sand. It was from Hobbycraft, I think it was from. It's cleaned sand for sand pits and things. And I'm just, whilst it's still wet, just dropping bits. And this gives the whole layout a seasidey look. And that'll just go in between the fibres and stick to the wood glue, hopefully. It's quite a pleasing effect if you want to do a seasidey type layout. And I've just continued layering using hairspray on top of the static grass just to make it grow higher, apart from where I've left the sandy bits, so you sort of get tufty areas. I think that looks quite effective. It's quite pleasant and soothing to do this, modelling hot southern dry weather when it's actually frosty and cold outside. I'm really happy with how that's turning out so far. I'm going to let it dry. And also around the river, the perspex, I put some of this sand and glued that down with PVA. And I wait for that to dry, and then it's time to get the vacuum cleaner out. A little bit of fencing in front of those low relief buildings, a little bit of weathering as well, and some bushes around, I think improves that. And I've also started doing some ballasting, which is a long job, so I'll get on and finish that. And I've got the ballast in place, although I've yet to fix it down with PVA. And it looks pretty good so far. I need to test it with a wagon and make sure it still works electrically. Then I'll get some PVA mix put down on it. Pico buffer stop added to the end as well. I've also been weathering the platform sides there as well with some brown mix, make it look a bit patchy. Picked out a few more colours on that homemade buffer stop and put a load of grass on the top there because they used to fill them with ballast or sand or whatever, so the grass would grow on top of there as well. So I started adding some details. These are from Woodland Scenic, so it's a little green canoe just on the beach there, ready to be used. I've also put a little dolly signal on the siding. I think that's from Langley Models. I found a little red lamp from Springside to put on top of that buffer stop as well. Also added a couple of buffer stops to the sidings at the end there, and I've also put a little fence around the end of where the road is there. So I made myself a little retaining barrier along there to stop cars going into the drink. I've seen them outside pubs and things before, the little concrete posts about knee high with a pipe on top, or a metal rod on top. So I think I'll paint those white when they're done. And there's odd little posts going up made out of balsa wood as well, either side of that bridge, just to finish it off. And I painted that little barrier there white. And the other thing I've done is put some mounting card along the front of the layout just to finish it off a little bit better. That covers up all the glue marks, well, the majority of them. I could always put a piece of wood over that later, a bit of decorative wood maybe, screw that to the front to make it a bit more hard wearing, but for the moment that's pretty good. I'm just testing the tracks rather crudely with a 9-volt battery. Probably not recommended if you're DCC, but for analog it's a good way of testing. And it all works. I cleaned up all the tracks and all the point blades, and it seems fine, to be honest. So I'll plug up a proper controller in a bit, but for now that's proved that it works. So I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out so far. I'm not so happy with this back bit here, the platform and so on, but that needs some money spending, some buildings and things. But I'll get round to that. But most part, I think the basics are there, and it's performing pretty well. I look forward to taking this to exhibitions, but I think now, because I've done this layout on a budget, I haven't actually spent anything on it so far. I think the next phase is buying a signal box, station building and things, so I'm going to have to spend a little bit on it. But it's really not costing much at all, this, because I had most of this stuff already. So thanks for watching. I've got some good things planned for next time, a few little purchases to show you which you might be interested in. So take care, and I'll see you next time on Brockwell Lane. Bye bye.